And earlier we were talking about getting in shape in films. So when you're Ant-Man, is there big pressure to kind of really bulk up for Ant-Man, or...?
Well, I try and get in shape, and there's a whole kind of regimen that I go through. I have in each one. I was doing it with this one, too, and working out simultaneously with Jonathan.
Wow.
Which, yeah, seemed kind of...
Yeah.
Is pointless.
but also, I'm thinking, like, Wolverine and Creed, they take their shirts off. Ant-Man never takes his shirt off.
Yeah, I stupidly realized that about halfway through filming. I'm like, why am I putting myself through this? This suit can do most of the work. But I did, and I like to think, oh, you know what, it gave me enough... my conditioning was good, and I was able to film throughout the day.
And we know he has great abs.
Yeah.
Even though...
Do we know? Michael talks of little else. And in terms of becoming the gladiator,
yes.
You know, the physicality of it,
yeah.
How much did that entail?
It's lots of, like, chicken breasts and heavy lifting of things.
Heavy things.
And my trainer will not mind me saying this, but my trainer is the biggest man that I have ever seen in my entire life. You remember him? Tim was like...
Yeah, he was a big boy.
And he's like this gentle giant of a man. And the first time that I met him, I was in a hotel in London, and this huge man, like arms the size of my legs, walks in, and we go up to my hotel room, and he just stands there cross-armed and he goes, "Take your clothes off." And I'm like, okay, this is what they do in the big movies. This is how this works. So I'm stood there in my underwear. I'm a little bit hungover, and he just starts circling me like a shark, like just processing. He goes, "Okay, there's a canvas to work with," and then starts basically grading my body parts and goes, "The arms we're going to struggle with, but that's But he just went to town. But it's like a total first world problem. It's like you've one of the best trainers in the world. You have your food delivered to you, and it's fun. Like yeah.
Now, here's the thing. We'll talk about the Day of the Jackal later, but while we're on the subject of, you know, keeping fit, check out Eddie. I mean, look at that one. R.I.P.P.E.D.
I profoundly disagree with Paul. It's not fun. No way, shape or form fun. It's horrendous, and you eat so much chicken.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You look so good there.
Thank you, Paul. That means a great deal, buddy. This scene in the series was one of those moments. As an actor, you kind of read this stuff, and particularly if you're into a character, and then you read the scene, and it's like, and he's topless, and he's doing a plank, and he's kind of like sort of sinuous and ripped, and you're like, oh, fuck. Here comes the chicken diet! But what was horrific is we did this day, and I'd literally sort of eaten nothing but chicken, done sit-ups, like thousands of sit-ups for weeks on end, arrive, and you care about the lighting, it's all about, like, how the thing works, and we do this scene, and the director, Anthony's like, this one shot comes through a window, comes down over your rippling body, like, through the mirror. We do it, and again, you're sitting there, you feel such a tool. You're doing, like, some press-ups before the thing, everyone's looking.
It's so embarrassing.
Do the thing, you're trying to pretend that you're doing the scene, but actually... You notice in that photo, I'm, like, looking at my watch, but I'm like... all that. And then, anyway, we do the scene, and it's horrific, but it goes on all day, and you're like, that's the thing. And then straight after they call cut, you know, burgers, bolognese, it's like, covered in clothes the rest of the shoot, and I get a call the following day going, so there was a problem with that.
Oh.
Yeah. And I said, there was not a problem. Whatever it is, find a way in the edit, because I'm not doing that again.
Because when you did Hannah, Saoirse, like, did they make you... Because you were young in Hannah.
I was young, yeah, I was like 15.
But to get into all the martial arts and the fighting and the things, did they make you do all the things they're talking about, eating chicken and all that stuff?
So good in that movie.
Don't laugh.
Sorry, let's just look at this for a second.
That's a cult classic.
What's going on
That
here?
is a cult classic. She's just shot a deer.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
In the snow.
Yeah.
I Stop laughing, Paul.
Have you seen it?
I haven't seen this.
It's a really good film.
movie.
It's a really good film.
I want to go as you for Halloween.
I trained. You've had your time, Tom.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Somehow I knew to back up.
No, we love each other. No, I trained for like 5 hours a day. So I would do like 2 hours of working out in the gym in the morning, and then I'd take a break, and then I would do 2 hours of martial arts in the evening, and I did that for a few months. And to do that at 15 is pretty intense. And you don't, which is sad actually, I didn't necessarily want to look strong when I was that age, whereas now I love it and I love working out. But it's amazing, like I don't know if you guys have found this, like the focus that it gives you. Because you're so clear in your head and you're so sort of stimulated every day that actually I think you get more. You know what I mean?
It's horrendous. I'm doing it if I have to, because I'm paid to.
Jessica, we often talk on the show about actors and amazing transformations, but your transformation for this upcoming film, The Eyes of Tammy Faye, I haven't seen it yet, but this is you as Tammy Faye. That is Jessica Chastain.
Wow.
I mean, how long did that take?
That one, the first day I did it, took 7.5 hours.
Wow.
No.
That.
I had to wear compression socks because I was afraid I was going to get blood clots from sitting in the chair so long.
And then how hard is it to then give a performance when you're inside that, if you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's tough. Like in the beginning, you think, oh, this is going to help so much. And in the end, it actually did. But I was so exhausted by the time I got on set, I just didn't know how it was going to work. And then I realized I needed more energy than I thought was humanly possible to get through it. I mean, the only things really visible are my eyes and I can use my eyes and my voice and kind of my expressions in my body. And she had more energy than I think was humanly possible. So in some sense, it was an obstacle that I really had to push through. So it helped me so much.
And let's not forget Kylie Minogue's kick-ass work in the seminal film Street Fighter. Yeah. No, we've got an action shot. Let's see. Then the next one's even better. Let's see. Look at her go. Yeah.
That looks like it hurt.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, because when you did that, did you kind of think, yeah, Kylie Minogue, action star, I'm going to do this?
No, I was mistaken.
But did it feel
But the
good?
training was fun, yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I'm so puny, they had to really build me up. And my body changed shape and I was really strong.
And did you keep it up?
No.
No. Okay. It's not just as easy as saying, oh, yeah, I'll do that movie. Like, you then had to get ready.
Yeah, there is that part.
Yeah. Like, how hard was that?
Well, I work out, I work out. So you have a baseline, and then after that, the boxing is a great workout and fun to do. It's invigorating, it's hard, but, it's good.
And in terms of, like, physical transformation, is Raging Bull still the biggest physical transformation you've done, Bob?
Yes, physically, yeah. Oh, yeah, I gained 60 pounds.
Oh, my God. How long did that take?
Took about close to 4 months.
Wow. And we've got there you that's unbelievable. And is the story about France true?
Yeah, I ate in France. I really...
Ate France.
I really... the food was the only problem was a little rich, so I couldn't eat as much as I thought I could, whereas if I went to Italy, it would have been even better. I might have gained more weight.
And is it nice putting on 60 pounds?
The first 15 to 20 are fun. Then it's drudgery, it's work, it's awful.
How much did you put on for Copland?
Copland put on about 35. I went to a place called the Canadian Pancake House there, and every day I lay face down in batter. I'm telling you, are you done with that French toast? Yeah, I was bringing it over. It was bad.
But you do look so good in the fight sequences. But equally, those scenes at the beginning, is that stock footage or are they digitally?
Stock footage.
Oh, it is stock footage.
Yeah. No, they digitally did a lot of those. Yeah, they did both.
Both. Yeah.
Like, that's incredible.
Isn't that
So
surprising?
basically, at the beginning, you see them as young men.
Well, that's why we're hoping our careers could be extended another 3 years.
avatars. Yeah.
And actually, weirdly, in terms of hitting people, Kerry Mulligan, you did damage to Ryan Gosling, didn't you?
Yeah, I've hit him.
Yeah, in a movie.
In a movie.
Yeah. I never liked him.
I got to hit him a lot. We had to. Well, it was a slap, so it wasn't a hit, but it was 17 takes.
This was in Drive. Were you really hitting him?
He wanted it.
Bad. He wanted it bad. But after 17 times, even your hand must have hurt.
It was.
Yes, so I suffer. Ow. Well, in terms of physical things, in Wolf of Wall Street, Jonah Hill's new movie, there's loads of kind of physical things going on. It's wild. It is a wild film. But there are some fights in that as well.
Yeah, John Barenthal, actually, who's in your guys' film, plays our drug dealer and my nemesis in the film. And there's a scene where I'm antagonizing him on a rooftop, and we did it a few times, and he's supposed to hit me in the face. And we did it a few times, and we were then sitting in between it at Scorsese's little video village where his monitors are, and there's a little couch, and the three of us are sitting there, and John's pacing in the background with no shirt on. He's a really buff guy, was a boxer, was a serious boxer guy.
Real deal.
And Marty just kept saying, "Oh, it doesn't look good. It looks fake. Looks fake. Looks fake," and like didn't like it, and I just wanted to please him. And he goes, "Hey kid, you want to try one where he hits you for real?" And I just was quiet because I'm not going to say no, and I didn't want to say yes, so I was hoping the silence would eventually let the idea just float away into the atmosphere. And Leo's sitting over here, and I look to Leo because, you know, he's my friend. Maybe he'll be like, "Oh, well, maybe there's another way to do it or something." And I turn to him, and I just look at him, and he just goes like this. He just looks the other direction, and I go, "Oh, all right, yeah, let's do it." And John just, in the next take, the whole thing was crazy, and he just nailed me, and I had these big fake teeth in the film, and they split in half and just flew out of my mouth.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it was great. It's a great scene, though. I mean, I'm really proud of it.
That's good. You see a picture of him, you don't immediately think, "Oh, Johnny Depp, what great casting." But your transformation is extraordinary.
That's kind, thank you.
In the film. That is Johnny Depp. That's not him, that's Johnny Depp. And so Benedict, did you...
I didn't meet Johnny Depp. I met Whitey Bulger. We met on set, and they'd been going for a while, I think almost a month or so, and you know, it was this extraordinary thing. I didn't meet Johnny Depp, I met Whitey Bulger. And I only met physically what Johnny looks like almost a year later in England when he was doing something here, and I was in the same studio, and I put my head around the corner and went, "Hello." And it sort of set our friendship back about 6 notches. I was at the embarrassed, "Oh my God, I'm meeting Johnny Depp" stage all over again. Somebody had already just played his brother, but...
And here's the thing, so for you, you know, it's a challenging thing just to play a person from Boston.
Yeah,
but here you are, you're playing someone who's a well-known, well-liked local figure. I mean, that's a lot of pressure.
It is a bit. And the first day out, I was leading this big St. Patrick's Day parade, which he did as president of the State Senate, and there he is doing it. And the guy behind me, who was leading the pipe band, it was the most amazing day of filming, actually. It was just this incredible array of people doing very authentic work from that period and recreating this parade. And this guy doing the pipes behind me, he said, "Who are you playing?" I went, "Billy Bulger." "Hey, you look nothing like him." "I'll get back on the plane then." No, in all honesty, I mean, you know, I had a couple of prosthetics put on my cheeks to try and get me a little bit rounder face because of my weird long face, and I was actually, God bless that woman / Johnny Depp for noticing that I was quite muscly at the time, because I've been working out a lot because I'm taller than him to try and look broader so I could try and play squatter. Yeah, that came with a lot of work. I didn't wake up looking like that, I have to tell you. Does that not make you feel better, though? Oh. Crushed her again. So yeah, no, it was a lot of fun.
Rami Malek takes on one of the most iconic rock figures of all time, Queen frontman Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody. It opens the 24th of October. This slice of the story, it focuses on kind of the rise of Queen, a kind of brief fall, and then that triumphant return at Live Aid.
Yeah.
And is it true that was the first stuff you filmed?
The first day was that iconic, possibly, I mean, voted maybe one of the greatest performances of all time.
Yeah.
And we shot that on day one.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it was kind of a baptism by fire, but it was a sink or swim moment where I thought, okay, this is just a test. So if I can't do this, I'm out of here.
But the transformation is extraordinary in here, and a bit like keeping the accent up all the time. Did you keep the teeth in all the time?
Crazy. Yeah, I had his teeth in because he has an overbite, a massive overbite, which he never wanted to mess with because he has 4-octave range that he said, I'm not screwing with this at all.
Wow. Right,
yeah. So I had these teeth made. I was like you, I enjoyed it so much. I'm not a method actor.
I'm a method actor, so let's stop talking down method actors.
Okay. I have no problem with it. I'm just saying I'm not. It's for the purpose of explaining the story.
Okay, fine.
I've worked with method actors that I absolutely adore, and we can go on about that. I'll tell you about this.
Yeah, do.
Right now.
So you kept your teeth in.
I kept my teeth in because I never get a chance to end every sentence with darling and dear, and Freddie does, and that's quite nice. It's nice being. I'd rather be Freddie Mercury for most of the day than be Rami Malek. You know what I mean?
No.
I know what you're saying by that, and I appreciate it.
Mark Ruffalo, that you found the time to be here, because you are a busy creature. Are you filming the new Avengers right now?
That's right.
I mean, not right now, obviously, unless this is in
No,
it.
but like a couple of hours ago.
Oh, are you filming it here?
Yeah, we're shooting in Shepperton.
Oh, right. Okay. The weird thing is you would think, to play the Incredible Hulk, you'd have to bulk up, but they made you lose weight.
Yes, they said I was ready to get a trainer and a nutritionist like all my fellow Avengers and put on a lot of weight. And they said, no, that's not what we have in mind for you. We want you to look as small and frail as possible. So when you bulk up into the Hulk, we actually notice a difference.
The Hulk is pretty big.
And he's green. Yeah, it's hard not to notice.
How big were you? Like, boom, boom.
Not that big.
Not that big. But you found it quite easy to lose the weight.
No. Is it easy losing weight? Ever?
Michael Sheen, how much you lost it in a week? How much did you lose when you were playing Kenneth Williams?
When I was getting ready to play Kenneth Williams, I lost 10 pounds in a week on the, and I don't recommend this, but on the cabbage soup diet. Because the flatulence is something awful. I used to ride around on a scooter at the time around London, and I'd be like practicing.
Were you powered by your flatulence?
I'd have my helmet on, and I'd be practicing the voice, and I'd be in character as I was riding around, because no one could hear me. I had my helmet on, and I'd be like, and then I'd be farting, terrible, and the smell would be in my helmet. I'd be going, terrible.
Are you wearing a turtleneck?
Because you have to wear like warm clothes, you know, and it comes up through the jacket.
And if people try to interfere in your career,
people try to interfere
in your career path.
I don't know if people have tried to interfere. I wouldn't say I've had a great amount of kind of help or guidance.
But you have started going to the gym and things. You started beefing up for the shirts off
sure.
roles.
I mean, it's going to be a matter of time before Daniel Craig gives over the James Bond role. But yeah, I've been beefing up. Well, I'd say beefing up. I've been going to the gym trying to stay alive over the age of 50. I'm very uncomfortable in the gym, though, so I try not. You know what I mean? I mean, you seem like a man who's probably very comfortable with your body and happy to walk around. Are you one of those guys who walks around in the gym completely naked? Because I'm more of a... Like, I prefer the towel on, smuggling the underpants down, you know, the trunks
with the seaside,
on.
seaside chair.
Well, yeah, but I apply that in the gym. No one's seeing what's going on down here. I was in the gym, and there was a guy, and he was wandering around completely naked, weighing himself. Put a towel on! How exact have these measurements got to be? I'm not going on the space shuttle, for goodness sake. And the work guy came up to me, and he started a conversation with me, completely naked, and he just came up. I was on a bench to put my shoes on. He just came up like that. You don't like the sound of that?
No, I don't.
You wouldn't want a man's genitals staring at you?
No, I'd hate that. Because you did have to go all gym crazy. Was it the A-Team made you all gym crazy?
Yeah, I did. But you do this when you go to the gym? I do the 2-towel thing, where you go into the shower, you have the towel, you wear the towel into the shower, then you have another towel in the shower.
You wear it in the shower and let it get wet?
Yeah, no, then I put it over, then I have another towel. That's how crazy I get about it.
Really? So you're as embarrassed of what's
Very
on there as
embarrassed.
I am?
Oh, wait a minute. Do you mean you use one as one of those big turbans when you come out of the shower?
I should. That would be a good way to hide it.
That'd be a good look.
I go to the gym with my coat on. Don't take it off. And then a lot of the time people just try and bounce on me because they think I'm equipment.
How does an actor prepare to play a zombie?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what we did. We watched a lot of zombie films. And then it was just kind of that thing of... it's kind of being really hungover. That's what I kind of thought about a lot of the time. Just that feeling when you wake up and you know, you can't really talk, you're groaning, you feel terrible. And I tried not to blink a lot, because I thought zombies probably wouldn't blink.
Of course,
which was
yes.
a bad decision. There were some long scenes. And then, the difficult bit is the zombie run. Because like zombie walking, you just kind of slow shuffle. But Teresa's a really quick runner. And there's a few scenes where we're running around and I'm trying to keep up, but in a zombie fashion. And I just...
You gotta show us.
I look like an idiot.
You gotta show us.
No, come on.
Do the zombie run.
Where should I go?
Okay, anywhere.
Oh, man, I can't believe I'm doing this. I haven't done it in a little while. I'll do it along
Okay,
here.
too long. Okay.
All right.
Okay. And zombie stairs as well.
chase you to get you a bit of...
Yeah, you come up and... You ready?
Hold on.
Okay, set.
Action!
That was actually really good.
We really lost you. But the staring does sound really horrible. Like, did you genuinely not blink?
I think I blinked once, but that's later on when he starts to get more human. But I was wearing contact lenses, which actually really helps for not blinking.
Oh, that was just a choice you made, or is that something? I mean, is that?
Yeah, it was a dumb choice I made when I was speaking to the director one day, and I was like, I don't think zombies would really blink. They don't need to do that. And he was like, yeah, OK, cool, give it a shot. And I'll sit there maybe in the middle of the scene, and I'll be looking, I'll be like, oh, man, my eyes are hurting so much. But yeah, it kind of maybe worked.
Oh, should we try? You've got 2 Oscars. You don't have to do this. Let's.
We're doing a staring contest.
Let's do a staring thing.
Oh, I'm in it. I'm in.
Oh, you're in. Oh,
I'm in.
Are you really competitive?
This is the best staring contest.
I'm already.
Can I just say,
no blinking, right?
I sort of already know Denzel's going to win this. You're staring into camera 5.
Okay.
Bill's on 4. Nick's on 7.
Okay.
And I have a range of cameras. All right. Okay, don't start yet. Hang on. Okay, here we go. So, 3, 2, 1, stare.
I blinked.
Well done.
Tearing up.
Oh, they're still going. I gave up. Oh, he's good.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. Nicholas Holt's our winner. Very good. This is incredible, right? So look at that man there, right? And now look at him as a woman.
Okay.
Wow.
You could host Daybreak.
Yeah.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is this the one where you had every bit of hair had to come off?
Yeah, this is the one. No, that was Bin Man. Of course it was this one.
But you're wearing boots and a skirt. We don't need to know.
Well, the thing is, I was meeting a drag artist mentor the following day, so I thought on the first day I'll go and get ready, you know. So I thought I went to this company called Femesque. Apparently they sort of can make men, you know, apparently they can make Brian Blessed look like Audrey Hepburn. So I thought I'll go there. And they waxed me from head to foot, an hour and a half, every bit of me. They plucked my eyebrows. By the time they were doing the eyebrows, I was almost in tears. I sort of went in looking like Chewbacca. They said I was the hairiest man they'd ever seen. And they sort of waxed and shaved and polished and plucked me until I sort of came out looking like C-3PO. So I was, and then they put me in those clothes. I had fake tits on, adjustable nipples. I had like a power arse built into my thing. They folded, like a demented pastry chef, they folded my man fanny into some kind of croissant, stuck it down there.
Oh.
And then dressed like that, I had to go to their local pub where there was a pub quiz going on. Rachel. I became Rachel, apparently, was this thing that this persona, and I had to go to the pub. It was very difficult. So I'd be quite curious to find out, if we put that picture up, who, from the men, who would in the audience?
Anyone?
Have you voted yet? Is there one bloke there?
This guy here.
Wait,
Yeah,
is one there? One?
Yeah.
Really?
Wow. And even he's having second thoughts now. That's cold. That's cold.
What's the voice that you used?
Well, we took a while to try and get that right. I sort of role-played with them
Can
there
you,
at this agency where we kind of... where I was sort of trying to talk like this, I guess.
Can you like, and you walk, could you do a show?
Well, once they put you in that stuff, because they put you in like a corset and then get the fake tits on with the adjustable nipples and then put a power ass on you and then put you in this stuff and immediately...
all of a sudden you're
my arm just went like that. My arm just went, and I was like, what's that? What's happened? What's happened? And my leg, I looked down, I was looking at this, and I looked down, and my leg was like that. So then I looked down, I said, oh, God, what's happening? It was just because they changed my shape and made me more feminine. It was unbelievable. I was...
And heels as well.
back into it.
Could you start over there and just
Yeah,
come
give us a
say,
walk.
say, like you're a guest on the show,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
say, hi, Grandma, I'm really happy to be here, and give him a hug and a kiss. Like you're greeting a guest.
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's put your hands together for Rachel Gilbert.
Rachel Gilbert, everybody! Good. Oh. So nice to see you. Have a seat. There you go. Oh.
It's really nice to see you.
This is what it's like being a woman. This is what it's like. This is what women have to put up with on a daily basis. Old perverts like Danita.
Very nice.
Because Sarah Connor, she's equally iconic. So did you have to kind of get buff for that? Did you have to kind of, she's a badass.
She is pretty badass, yeah. I mean, I needed a lot of physical strength just to simply carry the guns that I didn't have at the beginning of the movie. That, yeah, by the end was fine. I could pick up a grenade launcher and do, like, 22 takes. That was fine.
Nice.
Not that I needed 22 takes, obviously.
No.
And every time, I needed just one take.
You were on it, but you could have.
But I could have. I totally could have, right?
Well, I mean, I have to say I was really amazed in the kind of shape that she got into. And, you know, of course, she really spent hours and hours working with a personal trainer, working with a gun expert and weapons expert, working with the stunt coordinators and the stunt guys and the stunt women there. I mean, she really put in many, many hours to prepare for this film physically. And then, of course, the acting is automatic.
Needed even more time.
The acting, well, you know, but she can lift a gun.
Exactly, really well. 2 times.
Talking about being in shape, this guy here got in incredible shape. Did you see his body?
He did.
His latest movie?
He did.
And he got ripped.
Whether good or bad, you know, Arnie's right. So much attention is going to be given to this transformation.
Oh, yeah.
Like that, like... Did you know you could end up looking like that?
No, I mean, the goal was to learn how to box. I didn't know how to box before I started this movie. So the goal was just, I spent 5 months, and then I decided I didn't have enough time, so if I did it 2 times a day, I would spread it out into 10 months, you know? So I went and I learned the methodology and the techniques of boxing, and then slowly got into shape. It was a pretty slow progression over 5 months where, you know, by the end, we trained up to, the first part of shooting was all the fights. So I trained up to the beginning of shooting.
And do you kind of tail off, or do you just stop the minute the film's going? You're whoa!
I just really did just stop.
Oh, really?
I was really over it.
So no one talked you through kind of like, okay, well, let's cut it back to like 4 hours a week or...
No, everybody left. Everyone was like, great job, we got in the can, go. And then that was it. And I was left alone. And I just sat there, sort of, you know, no. That was it.